Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? We are back. We're back with some money. I have slept. Get you on mute, so I'm hearing spit. Desudro, good evening, bud. Mont, Euro, Pseudo, Max, Macax. How the devil goes it, guys? We're back. You may have noticed we're on cycle 700. I played a little bit last night. I actually wrote and list of some of the things I fixed. So I mentioned at the end of the Oni stream last night that it was getting unplayable. We had a lot of lag with the jetpacks. So I have now ripped all the jetpacks out. They're all gone. They're just lying around on the floor, strewn around in different places. And I've put in exosuits everywhere. Okay. We now have 32 exosuits in the base. So we've got 6 on each exit of the main base. And then I also extended down here and fixed our access to the oil barrel. Now, this isn't finished yet, but I just started doing some of it. So we've got some exosuits down here now as well. What's this? What are you talking about? Oh, it's like the no mic big head from yesterday, only much worse. Hey, Desudro. Okay. So yeah, we went down here. I'm going to make like a... This is very central to the base. So I mentioned that I like the idea of... I like the idea of having like a central access down the middle of the base. It might let a little bit of heat up here, but it is what it is. So we're going to bring a ladder down here, bring a fire pole down here as well. And then this is obviously our oil area. I have had to move our pump down here as well. So you can see I'm putting in some wires at the minute to get out of the pump in place, and the piping I think is already done, because this pump is going to run out of oil soon. It was placed around here and it's not going to run forever, so I'll take it. Nice. So I moved that. I've basically got a list here. I ripped out jetpacks. I made a load of exosuits because we only had, I think we had about 18 made, so I had to make a shitload more. Extended down to oil. I closed off the refinery access, and what that means is I've put a little bit of wall here, so that dupes have to leave the base in an exosuit to get to the refineries. Reason being, they'll work better if they can have an exosuit on. So that's that. Weirdly, at the end of the stream, you might remember, I had a dupe stuck up here. Right? I had a dupe stuck in a suit. Well, I managed to get said dupe out by building some ladders with some of the debris and stuff that we had around here, and there's still a few like frantic dig commands I was doing when we were up here. I got my dupe out and then I thought, right, I'm going to seal this up with some wolframite doors. And, well, they melted and space has healed itself. So I've now got some refined tungsten here instead of a door. And yeah, everything's fine. So that's bought us a little bit of time. I was going to do like a little access out here, but I think we'll get our steel production going a bit first, and then we'll look at that. I tidied all the liquid pipes up. I did a bit of janking about with the liquid pipes. And also our turbiners now, because I've ran for like, I think I ran for maybe 10 cycles or 15 cycles or something. Our turbine room is starting to spin up to speed. So it's getting warm enough now where a turbine's actually cooling off some of the liquid. So this seems to be working okay. We're getting petroleum out at 80 odd degrees, 70 odd degrees and so on. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I looped a bit of the oxygen around the base because obviously I had to put the exosuits in. So I had to tidy up some of the oxygen pipes, which is basically down here. And I probably need to tidy up this feed as well, but I won't do that just yet. Tungsten melted, what made it that hot? Space comet. I can only assume it was something with like an asteroid or something. Meteors. When they explode, they have a big explosive hit of energy. So, that's that. And then, yeah, the other thing, I did a lot of sweeping. We swept up a lot of crap from around the base. I also put in a few plastic tiles here and there. I noticed we still had a lot of granite in the base, but I pretty much ran out of plastic, so we've only got a little bit left, so I saved some. So that's basically where we're up to. Nerd Rage, Red Gnome, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't even say hello. How the devil goes it? So yeah, that is it. Now, the game is running a lot better. A lot better. It's still a bit laggy on full speed, but on second speed, it's like pretty silky. So we can play again now. Now that we've got rid of the jetpacks, we can play. So I've got a couple of commands out down here, and then that's about it really in terms of stuff that I've got laid out. I've got a few dig commands here and there, but they can't get to them yet. So it's playable again. Oh, the tick is still going. Oh shit. Hold on. No, there was no planned giveaways just yet. Sorry. Now we will use the jetpacks that we've made. Beameron, how's it going, buddy? We will use the jetpacks that we've made, but we'll use them in space. So my plan that I want to do is to make a little space base up here. So again, it's going to be like central to the base. I'll do like a little space building up here that we can access with like tubes and stuff. And then when dupes want to come up here, either we'll have some dedicated space dupes live up here, or we will have access with transit tubes. We've obviously got a lot of space to cap still, so I realistically just need to get some more steel going. So, nice mix. How was the marathon yesterday? It was good, nerd. I really enjoyed it. I was a sleepy boy at the end of it, but I really enjoyed it. There we go, our turbine's spinning up and it's going to cool a bit of this steam down. Got tilted a few times. I didn't get tilted. I noticed in my actual map that the top regolith is really cold. DeGrief, how's it going, buddy? Well, one thing that I have found, and I don't know if they're still alive, one thing that is really annoying, let me see if I can find the bastards. We had shove voles all over the place. Now, there was one down here, but I think he's died. There was one in my geyser. There was one in here. He's now gone. There's two here. Oh no, there he is. There's the little bastard. He's now in the walls of my geyser. There he is. These shove voles seems to just go where they please. They just do what they want. They're all over the place. Look. So that is one of the problems with cracking into space and letting them into the tiles, I suppose. We've now got shove voles all over the place. But yeah, I think what they can do, they can make colder materials. They can make colder materials. Now, I had got some build commands up here, but I'm going to leave this for now whilst it's sort of capped itself. But yeah, shove voles are escaping. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. So yeah, what I'm basically doing at the moment, we're refining all the eggshell and fossil and stuff that we've got, so we can get a bit of lime backed up. And then we're going to make a load more steel. I think these are set to, is this steel and iron? Oh no, they're both on steel at the minute. 260. 260. Yeah, I think I had about 800 kilos of lime at one point, so I figured we'd... Where's the fucking lime? Where'd that lime at? Where am I looking? Oh, we're out of lime now, okay. Steam turbine's worthwhile again. Steam turbines can be used, nerd. This is kind of a derpy build. We're not actually using the steam turbine as a steam turbine. Well, we are. We're not using it for power. We're using it purely for cooling. So what this does, every now and again, when the room gets too hot, it spins up and basically cools off a big chunk of steam. That's what it does. Although it's probably still a bit warm at the minute. Yeah. So this pulls a big chunk of steam through it, which then cools the room. I could probably go a little bit hotter with this. We've got it set to 260 at the minute. I might do 270. Let's try 265. So we can actually watch on the thermosensor. It's quite interesting, really. Because it took a while for this to spin up, obviously, but eventually it boiled the steam, the water that was in the room. The only thing is I am fairly certain it is deleting some of the steam. So yeah, our sensor's obviously ticking up. We're at 265. That toggles this off. Our room temperature's at 240 odd. This needs to get to 226, I think. So we probably need to pull some of this gas down, which is going to happen now. So we'll pull some steam through. And now this is going to spin up. There we go. And that just cools down this gas to like 220 now. So what was previously 260 becomes 220, which is quite cool. It does seem to work. So this is now 265 again. 260, 267, 265, 260. Shovels can dig through anything except metals, I think. Maybe not obviously. Yeah, I think it's refined metals they can't dig through, so we probably just needed to contain them. But I don't really mind them just digging around doing what they want, really. It's fine. I don't know of any problems that'll happen from it. So, but yeah, this seems to be working. The volcano has been active for a while. It has been heating up the oil. The oil's at 90 odd degrees, which is fine for now. We probably need to get ahead of the game when there's a period of dormancy to actually see any real difference, but... Now, I do wish that I had put more switches in here, but I didn't. I could always put some on the outside, though, so I might do that. I might do that right now, actually. I was kind of just letting things run for a minute, because there's a few more builds, digs and stuff outstanding. that was going to just do their own thing, but we're getting there. But yeah, having everybody in exosuits has made a huge difference to the game. Obviously, we're at speed 3 now. Last night we could have barely played on speed 3. It was too laggy. So yeah, we're back to livable standards. And I still want to do jetpacks. I think they just need to be separately in space. So whoever's in a jetpack in space can't get to the asteroid. You have to go through an airlock to get there, or a tube or something to get there. I think that is the plan. As you can see, we've now got people working our refineries and our metal refineries in exosuits as well. We need to get further into the automation aspects of Oni, but basic survival is hard enough. To be honest, mate, I'm incredibly rusty at automation and stuff at the minute. I used to spend a lot of time tinkering and figuring out tricks and stuff, but I mean, last night I learned something new with automation I'd never even considered before, thanks to Saturnus. So there's always scope for learning. I don't think you're ever truly a master of logic and automation. I think there's always somebody out there who'll make you feel like a fool at will. Right, let's make these... Let's make this 3... wait, hold on. Let's make this 380. We'll do these like every 20% or something. Do this one at 75. Just so we don't have the doors pinging open and shut. And this one can be like 95. There we go. That'll do. So this seems to be working. This literally stayed a vacuum until it was until it first span up. So I think the doors are working okay. I'd say it might be deleting a bit of steam, but it's hard to really gauge with the amount that's being pushed through the turbine as well. But what we should see now is that the automation will tick on a bit more often. So now this will tick on, open up our doors, a load of steam can flow into here, and then it'll shut. Bang, bang, bang. And it's more our doors than anything that are transferring this temperature down to here, which is nice. So we're now down to 239 degrees down here instead of 260 odd. So it does seem to work. Maybe a tube into the space base and jetpacks to work outside. That's what I was thinking, Pseudo, yeah. So my idea is that I'd like to do, excuse me, I'd like to have space base here, alright? And then above it we'll have our protective bunkers and shit. And there'll be like, obviously there'll be layers of glass and doors and auto miners and stuff. It's going to be a big project what I want to do, but I want to go big. Eblisselgi. I am sorry. I am sorry. Eblis, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am sorry I made such a ham of your name. Tell me, phonetically, how the hell was I meant to say that? Your name is John henceforth. I'm going to call you Eblis. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, mate. So yeah, we've not got much stuff outstanding. The dupes are running around, they're collecting all the eggshell, and because they're in exosuits now as well, places that previously were inaccessible, like down here, they couldn't get to before. Well, now they can. So they're collecting all the eggshell from all these different areas, and we can do a bit more cleaning out and digging. I did a little bit messing about around here just to get rid of some of the debris, but that was that. One other thing that I did, full disclosure, I went into debug. And the reason I went into debug was to get rid of all of our ruins. And I didn't necessarily rip out all the ruin, I got rid of the bits that we can't get rid of. So all the lamps, all the doors, all the stupid desks are gone! They are gone! So, gone! So yeah, that's another thing that I did. And the only reason I did that is because we're now at the point where we've sort of revealed all the oil biome. We've already got all the overheat messages and shit that we're going to get from down here, and we've already revealed the facility up here. So we've got all the overheat messages and stuff that we're going to get. So I don't feel too bad about nipping into debug for that. And they're out the way now. They're out the way. It means we can have like clean ladders going up and down and stuff like that. Damn it, Mex! You need to do blame ad for that, mate. blame ad and then the thing. Fuck the ruins, zero guilt, yeah. Well, I didn't get rid of them all completely. I just got rid of like the lockers and the desks and stuff that just troll you. And lamps, like one tile lamps. It meant that I could finally build a straight path here because there was a lamp like here or something that I had to build around. So the plan with this, by the way, I am going to flatten all this out. This is still going to be like a flat layer here, and in fact, I might carry on with a bit more of that. We'll carry on from like over here or something just for now. I don't need this to be priority 9, by the way. This is going to be much lower. Just to give them something to do when they've actually got nothing else on. And yeah, this is going to carry on across all here as well. We're probably going to strip this ice biome out because don't really need it. It would have been nice to have some of the wild sleet wheat, but honestly, I'm not that bothered. Indestructible lamps are the freaking worst. Yes, they are. Hey! How'd you get down here? How'd you get down here, little fella? I'm not sure how we're doing for critters, because I probably didn't pay any attention to critters the whole time I was playing. I seem to need 2 normal ones, and that'll do us, I think. We may need to have a bit of a culling off, because we are getting a lot of stone hatches just chilling up here. Yeah, we have quite a few hatches. We may do a bit of a culling, I don't know. Probably need some normal hatches being bred. Hatched. Rimbos, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Well, this is some complicated base. Impressive. It's not. I mean, it's a big base. It's been going for a while. So I mean, we're at cycle 700, so we've done quite a lot of stuff. But it's actually pretty simple, really. We've got, you know, all of our main. This is our main hub of the base. This is where most of our rooms are. So bedrooms, toilets, massage rooms. You know, all these sort of things. We've got all our basic rooms and stuff in here. I do need some more bedrooms at some point. I've not decided what I'm going to do with that. And then we've got like a power build on each side. The wiring's a bit of a mess at the minute. The wiring needs to be overhauled, really, because it's a fucking maze. But we've basically got 2 separate power grids. So we've got a power grid on this side, which is this white cable, and then we've got a power grid on this side. So both sides have their own power generation and their own circuits and stuff, which kind of makes it nicer for running around your base, like getting your heavy watt wire to different places and stuff. But yeah, the base itself isn't all that complicated. I've tried to keep a lot of the piping quite simple in the base, keep a lot of the longer pipes out of the base. I would like to move this hot water pipe down here, because it is still affecting the temperature of the base, although the cold that's coming off of our cooling from our coal gens and our hydrogen gens, you know, I mean, this is making liquid carbon dioxide in here, which is a bit of a troll, really. This is actually cooling through these heavy watt joint plates, so we're getting a massive amount of cooling on the outside of the base off these, through these joint plates. So it might just balance itself out, honestly. It might be okay. Hatches and stone hatches don't eat the same minerals anymore, is this true? Yeah, they're exclusive pseudo. So I think I'm actually going to run out of food for my normal hatches fairly soon. I think I'm feeding them sandstone at the minute. We've only got like 300 kilos left. I don't think we've got much more food for our normal hatches. Maybe igneous rock. I don't know if they'll. No, sedimentary rock, which we've got 37 tons of. We don't have very much food left for our hatch boys, so at some point we're going to need to do a bit more of a strip mine and get some of these biomes dug out. I would like to get some of this crap that's right next to the base dug out over here, and that'll give us a load of materials as well. So, or clay mechs, yeah. The reason I've been a bit resistant to feeding them clay is because of ceramic, basically. I mean, we do have. Christ, how much clay have we got still? Where is it? Cultivatable soil. We've still got 140 tons of clay, and obviously, the more slime biome we dig out, the more we get, and we have still got quite a bit of slime to dig through. So we'll probably end up with shitloads of clay late game, but let's see how we go. Could be a good time to start blinging the shit out of the base with gold. It is hot gold, though. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I put plastic all over the place yesterday. And I'll probably rip out some of these airflow tiles because the oxygen in the base is pretty solid. And unless I have like a catastrophic failure, we're not going to lose pressure in the base, which means I don't really need all these airflow tiles. And airflow tiles do nothing for decor. They're actually a negative. So we might pimp some metal in here. I quite like plastic. I quite like metal. I like both effects. So we might put a bit of metal in here as well. But as you say, it is warm. I mean, this is 28 degree gold, but the stuff that's actually on the conveyors is... Oh, actually, this is 19, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it gets a bit warm as we go up towards the top. 30 degree. I think this might be getting cooled by the piping that's going behind it. No, it can't be. Fuck knows. It's cold anyway. It's cold enough. So, yeah. I just want to watch this for a minute, by the way, because I didn't actually get to see if this is cooling enough last night. I just knew that the steam turbine had started spinning up. Yeah, they do, pseudo. Yeah, I believe they have the exact same. It's just a plastic sterile, basically. Yeah, this is toggling on and off. So it's under pressure. So I probably need to have more water down here, which we can actually do. I can do with this. We can pump in a bit more water, which should just make more steam in theory. It's going to be cold steam, but it'll be steam nonetheless. And that is actually generating power. I mean, that is a steam turbine that's generating power. It's not a lot of power, but it is generating power. So I'll take it. There's a cooling solution that's giving me 2,000 watts. Saturnus, it seems to be working like a charm, mate. This is what I was just saying. It's only just started spinning up, but I think it's working like a charm. It never becomes a vacuum. It never condenses now. We're at the point where the aqua tuners are pretty toasty. This is, you know, 230 odd degrees. So it seems to be working nicely, buddy, yeah. It'd be cool if you could see the difference between gold tiles and steel tiles. Yeah. There is actually a mod out there, Degreef. There is a mod where every material has its own colour, but I don't even know if it's still working. I'm a bit behind on the mods and stuff. I've not really got involved with them because I want them to be official mods, do you know what I mean? Any dead dupes in my absence? Not yet, Camo, but we'll see how we get on. Jesus. So yeah, this seems to be working. I may want this to be working more frequently, but I think it's more temperature now than anything. We've just pumped in a load of cold water, so this has to get up to 226.9, 227 before it'll actually do anything. But you know, we are cooling our crude oil, our petroleum. So I'm fine with that. Do you think we'll see a rocket today? We could throw a rocket together at any point, really. I mean, I've seen how they're built now, as in the basic ones. We could throw one together at any point. We just need to get the telescope and shit up. I think we need more steel, basically. I think today what we want to do is get our steel production ramped up a bit, get up to space, build a little space base, and then look into telescopes and all that sort of thing. We'll go to implement some more graphical difference, maybe. It's not that bad either, yeah. They come up with vacuum, but even then with the reverse sensor setting, that exactly catches that too. Yeah, exactly. I like its Turnus. This, I actually said at the very start of the stream, we were talking about automation. I said, literally yesterday I found something new that I never even considered with automation. It actually works beautifully. So I really like this solution. It really is nice. Never considered doing it, really. I don't know if I've ever done it by accident and not realised, but I don't think I've ever really done it. Pry, how's it going, buddy? How are you, mate? What do you know? Right, so we're still training up Space Wizards. I don't know if anybody else is ready to go into the space crew. I don't think so. I would like to just do a quick bit of tidying in the base, by the way, because I've had to build loads of little ladders to get to bits of piping and fanning about. So let's get rid of some of these bits of ladders, and we can get rid of all these ladders, and then we can put in another one of our whirligigs. Another one of our... What is this called again? What is this called? It's not a centrifuge, is it? What do you call this? What do you call it? A G-force something. A spinny whirligig. A happy boy. A spinny happy boy. What is this called? A centrifuge. It is a centrifuge, right? Okay. Fuck's sake. Oh, jeez. I thought the space term was rocket sled. Excellent work. I knew there was like a proper spacey term for it. A space boy term. Let's get another one of these in. And we'll bang him. Oh, you're in my way now, aren't you? You son of a bitch. You can go there. It's kind of off-center, but it'll have to do. And we'll get rid of this. Space boys. It's Monday, how dare you be cheerful? I'm in quite a good mood, to be honest. I slept like a fucking baby last night. Well, I slept like a baby that wakes up for a piss in the middle of the night. I slept like a baby that got up for a piss and then couldn't sleep again, but then went back to bed at the wee hours and slept like a baby again. I slept like a baby twice last night, is what I'm trying to say. I was a sleepy boy, then I woke up, and then I was the sleepy boy again. Oh, jeez. Right. So, yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that's outside the base now in terms of digs and stuff is actually done now. This is not accessible at the minute. There's nothing else really going on. I have put in some more fire poles and stuff because I want to give them better, speedier access around the base. But other than that, I think we're pretty much golden. So, at the moment, I don't think we're refining steel. I think I'm just... Hello, friend. I see you're getting very, very wet up here. Yeah, let's see. We are doing steel and steel. We're doing steel on both of them. We have refined iron. We don't have any lime, I don't think. So maybe we need to do a bit of a lime dig. Come on, cycle lag. Golden raw metal, what the fuck? What do you mean, Q-Zone? Golden raw metal, oh yeah. I know what this is. This is when we had that bottle of liquid gold and they put it in the compactor. Do you remember when we had the... I think it was when we first cracked into this. And I mopped up some liquid gold that had sort of slopped over the side. And they picked it up in a bottle. And they put a bottle of liquid gold in my compactor. Look. Yeah. Well, there it is. Oh, this is going to be hot. Fuck. Oh, no. Shit. Oh, no. I mean, will this turn solid, or is it not changing temperature? This is a weird one. Can't see the bastard. 27 degrees. Yeah, but I'm scared if I empty mechs, it's going to become hot gold. Ah, balls. For science! Let's just do a save in case this crashes my game. Can you use a bottle empty on it? Probably with Chungu, I don't know. We'll do a little save just in case this is an instant black hole when they come and try and empty it. That's some awesome insulated bottle, yeah. Jesus. Oh, Christ. It's only 160 kilos, but still. I'd rather it wasn't in a compactor, which is weird. Ah, jeez. I don't think they want to empty it. Only went for one midnight plea? Well, you're still young. Yes, I think I have a healthy prostate at the moment. I don't know. Mondays are great. Kids are back in school after the weekend. Ah, see, probably that's why you're cheerful, mate. Oh, jeez. Liquid dispenser, be able to pour it out. Yeah, probably. Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Okay. Empty in a water pool. You go into that liquid gold. No, you go. I don't have the right boots. Yeah. Ah, Christ. I can't prioritise this, but there isn't much else going on in the base, so I thought they would come and done it. Wish bottled water could be in a compactor. I know, Max, that would be nice if you could have a 20-ton storage of compactor. That would be nice. Come on, one of you jerks come and empty this. You bastards. Maybe they can't. Maybe they can't do it. Yeah, they're all going to bed and stuff. There's no high priority stuff in the base anymore, so I think if they could do it, they would do it. Can they empty it on the floor anymore? I think it needs to be a bottle empty now. Oh, I don't really know, pause. Tell you what, let's put a bottle empty in here and see what happens. No, I'm pretty sure you can still empty stuff on the floor. I think you can anyway. Or maybe I'm tripping balls. It's been a while, really, since I've known the nuances of this game. Right, let's see if I can actually select gold. No. Interesting. Well, Well, that can just stay there for a while, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they can't if it results in a state change. Oh, it'd be nice if this had an animation pumping out solid chunks of gold, though. I'd make more of this if that was the case. Look at our gold fountain! That would be incredible. One thing that I think I want to do today, by the way,